Rekatiti makadini kumativi manya kwese kwese kungave kwamuri nhai karuzhinji rwezimbabwe tinoziva kuti makatekeshera pasi rose tiri kudai kusangana pachirongwa pachange rezimbabwe nhasi unoyu musi wechipiri 14 kurume 2023 nhasi unoyu tiri kusangana tichikupai chirongwa icho chamunoziva vamwe makazviona zvakaitika asi nhasi uno tina vanhu vakasiyana siyana vari panapa vatange titaura navo vari kuSouth Africa vachitaurira kuti zvii zvavakatirongera kana zvavakaronga kuti zvavari kuda kutirongera kuti zviri kuenda kumberi. Pandisingapedze nguva ino regai ndidzosere mubati wengoma, muridzi wengoma Loveness Wekanjiva Kotora. Loveness, I think you have to introduce the guests to the people.
Thank you, TJ Professor. Makadiva ndivo vateereri. Regai nditange nokukupai ruremekedzo nokutora nguva yenyu kuti muve nesu pane dzino nguva tinozoti vamwe muri kumabasa vamwe mavada kurara, but nokuda kwokuti mune rudo nenyika yedu kuti tigadzirise nyika yedu, matora nguva yenyu mukazviti regai tipinde pachirongwa ichi tione kuti chiri kuitika. Zuva ranhasi muneni Loveness Gotora pamwe chete naDJ Pro mavanzwa. Loveness Gotora kuno kuJohannesburg tiine leadership yepa Hilbrow branch vakanga vaine match musi weSaturday yakapisa yakatsviriridza. Saka leadership from Hilbrow branch, I welcome you and thank you very much for being with us tonight. Regai nditange nema introductions. Regai nditange handisi kuti leader vane green vari kundinzwa here, tozokwira nokuna leader Ellen then tozopedzisa nokuna Organ. Mosangana nevateereri mozviintrodusa mazita enyu, ndimi vanani nekwamuri.
Mother, can you hear us?
Okay, regai tiende kuna Organ. Organ, sangana yenyu nevateereri. Havasi kunzwika Organ, or is it me?
No.
Right. Can hear you now.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you so much for having us tonight on the show. My name is Olisi Ncube, fondly known as Buffalo on the terrain, so to speak. I am the interim organizing secretary of Hilbrow branch.
Thank you so much. Mother. Can you hear me? Mother, can you hear me?
You are talking with me.
Hey,
Yes.
Yeah, ngiyakuzwa.
Ngicela uzintroduce balaleli mama.
Salibonani, igama lami nguSifungisiwe Ncube, interim deputy organizer Women Assembly yase-Hilbrow.
Yes, siyabonga. Ngubani omnye ukhoyo? Andibone. Okay, so Loveness, you can go ahead. I'm not seeing the 2023 Tina champion Maripo 2023 year of what? Year of abundance. I'm sure it's year of abundance. But Murutin's champion 2023.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, you can introduce yourself. Are you able to put on your video?
Not really.
Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. Can you introduce yourself?
Okay. So my name is Reed Dube, the interim secretary general of the branch.
Okay. Okay. And then I think it's Champion Ellen, right? Yes. Can you introduce yourself, Champion?
I think the network is bad for Wari.
You can take over, Loveness. Let's go into the introduce Chifamba.
Okay, regaiti vatapinda pachirongwa chedu tazivana kuti ndianani vari pano mhuri yezimbabwe vachangotibata tiri pachirongwa chakaitika musi wesaturday kuno kuSouth Africa kuJohannesburg chakatungamirwa neHilbrow branch. Vakaita march yavo muJohannesburg town. After the march ndobva pazounganwa pakaitwa rally. So nhasi toda kukuratidzai some of the things zvakaitika musi iwoyo. Tokumbira Professor mutiprepare that video yeband rakabva kuZimbabwe. Takakomborerwa pane vakomana vanoimba vakabva kuZimbabwe vaitamba zvisingaiti vakangouya just for that program kuti we have to support our country, we have to support our party, let's go for this program all the way from Matabeleland. DJ Pro, can you play that video for us, please?
Yeah.
course, the band from all the way from Matebeleland, Wakangwaya, just to support the program, just to support the party, just to support the country. Let me take this opportunity to introduce my leaders. Achangoti bata, tokumbira muzvi introduce my leaders. Achangoti bata, ini tarangu ndinonzi Loveness Kotora, varondiziva vanonditi Kanjiva. So tichangotanga hedu program yedu, saka tokumbira musangane nevateereri, my leaders vachangopinda.
Ngiyanibingelela nonke emsakazweni balaleli okhulumayo ngumama Ellen Ndlovu, interim treasurer we-Hilbrow branch. Ngiyabonga.
Thank you very much, Leader Ellen. And Leader, you can introduce yourself to the viewers and listeners.
Evening, leadership. Evening. Hello.
Yes, you can go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes,
go
evening,
ahead. Leadership. Evening. Just want to greet everyone on the platform. Evening. Can you hear me?
Yes,
hello?
We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, champion.
Evening, leadership. Evening. Just want to greet everyone else. My name is Deputy Organizing Secretary of Hilbrow branch. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Masvika bhazi rako ratosimuka. Regai tingotanga ndichakumbira ndotangira hangu kumadzimai ndisati ndaenda kumberi. Ndichakumbira Leader Ellen kuti mutiudzewo mungotitsanangurirawo kuti what exactly chainyanyuitika musi weSaturday. What was the agenda? Semadzimai zvii zvamanga makatirongera musi weSaturday?
Can I speak with my language or English?
Yes, please. You can even speak in Ndebele, no problem.
Okay, ngiyabonga. Ebesinibekele khona silithwalele khona ngicabanga ukuthi likubonile sisuse umama Maplanka samcela athi ukuthi simsusa ngemali ngothando lwakhe umama Maplanka ukuthi aze azonitshela lingomama lana eGoli ukuthi ekhaya ngale kunzima kudinga isupport umuzi ngumama ukuzibona ukuthi ikhaya kukahle ekhaya ubona ngomama so umama ongekho powerful lekhaya lakhe liyatengatenga so besizama khona ukuthi libone ukuthi omama siniphathele ukuthi uchamisa ngene estate house sifuna ukungenisa uchamisa estate house thina singomama sifuna ukususa bonke omama balana eHilbrow behambe beyoregister bevotele uchamisa angene estate house ukuze sithole inhlala kahle zihlobo zami sesihlupheke kwenele sihamisa njalo nje izidumba ngazi ukuthi ziphuma zizingaki komasasani ko regional ko kings and queens every day our children are being sent home, are being buried home. It's like Zimbabwe is a funeral place. So we need Chamsa to change all that. As a woman, please, we need Chamsa to change that. But he can't change that. Uma singabhaliselanga ukuvota. Sonke asihambeni siyovota. Ikakhulu singomama, omama sibanengi kakhulu. Asihambeni siyovota.
Thank you very much. So we are expecting the chairman for the province to be with us. So my leaders, before we come to you, Organ, one of the leaders, Varipo, can you tell us what are you thinking? What are you planning? This program, Hilbrow, everything that you are doing. I know you've been doing a lot of programs and you are still doing that. I don't know, much look at my prayers every Friday.
Yes, definitely we do that.
Yeah, so let me give time to some of the leaders. Amaya Green, if you have got something to say, something to tell us, something to share.
Umamncube ya khuluma.
Ngiyaphinda ngiyalibingelela njalo. Into esiyenzayo, into ebesiyihlosile ku-Hilbrow ukuthi simobilize abantu abala around Johannesburg ukubana behambe berejistela ukuvota ukuze sikhona ukuthi uChamisa simvotele engene State House. And siyazi ukuthi abanengi bethu, abangani bethu laba ama-brothers ethu, they are so ignorant if you are talking about registration to vote. So besiba-encourage ukubana sibazi ukuthi kuqakatheke kangakanani ukuvota.
Siyabulela mama, enkosi kakhulu nalord. Kubani lo u263?
Hello?
Yes, you can go ahead, champion.
Okay. All right. So basically, agenda yethu was to encourage our fellow countrymen, our fellow citizens ukuthi bahambe bayo-register and also to protect i-vote yabo, angithi. And also ukuthi lana even South Africa, we are standing in solidarity with our fellow citizens back home. Yes, so most of the time you find out or you hear ukuthi lana abantu masiku diaspora, abantu abasekhaya ezimba bacabanga ukuthi thina mhlawumbe ngapha injiva akulanto esiyenzayo, but it's not that. We still do our prayers as in the branch. We always do mobilization. We always encourage. We also support back home abantu in the kuma means ukuthi bekwazi ukufinyelela kuma voting stations bethole whatever they need ukuthi bekwazi ukuvota.
Okay.
Yes, so yeah.
Okay. Cedile.
Yeah, ikhulume lapho ukuze nginikeze abanye abantu.
Okay, so na umam Ellen Ndlovu nombuzo apha kuwe.
Yebo ma.
Sizwa abantu betshela behambe bekhuluma bathi utriple C akanazo zi-structures. Uthini ngalelo ma?
utriple C unazo i-structures. As a citizen, manje ungumZimbabwean, unesithupha saseZimbabwe, uyi-structure se-triple C. Wonke umuntu nje ofuna inguquko eZimbabwe uyi-structure se-triple C. Angazi ukuthi lesi structure abasifunayo ngesinjani. Sisebenza nge-structure umuntu osebenzela nje i-triple C njengoba uzwa nje betho lana bethi every Friday sithi yellow Friday, nge-Wednesday sithi solidarity lo baba umhlonitshwa wethu uJob Sikhala. Okutsho khona ukuthi yithi ama-structures ukukhipha nje imali amasenti anala siwakhipha sincedise ekhaya le ukuthi kabaye register abantu senza yonke into. You are a structure. Asazi ke abasifuna i-structure ukuthi sinjani. Mina ngibona nje mina I'm a structure myself. Lawe unje prof, you are a structure yourself. Laye nalo zibuzayo ukuthi othi thina we are structureless, laye uyi-structure ngoba udubo lweZimbabwe luyamluma la khona ufuna inguquko eZimbabwe.
Right, mashoko makukuto ari kubva kuna honorable amai Ellen Ndlovu ari kutaura kuti hanzve kuti ma-structure izvo siyanai nazvo. Triple C itori nemastructure ayo. Kutotaura kwandiri kuita iko kunoku nditori structure. Kana tikatokunzwa panze uchitotaura triple C haina structure, utori structure iwewe, because tiri kuti ma-citizens ndo ma-structures. Mashoko makukutu. Thank you so much, mother. Mukoma Twala. Champion
Hello.
Twala, can you? Yes. What's your
Yes, I
contribution
can hear you. Yes, I can hear
what's contribution to the program that happens last you did at that side?
you. Sorry, I didn't get that one.
No, we just want your
Hello, I didn't
contribution.
get what you said at the last one.
A contribution of what of the
You want my
program that we
contribution towards?
to the program that we just initiated as Hilbrow branch there.
Oh, okay. Evening to the listeners. As Hilbrow branch, since last year, we have always taken one step ahead in terms of trying to mobilize our fellow brothers and sisters who are here in South Africa. There's a lot of talk that says that diaspora people, they don't want to play their part in fixing Zimbabwe. But we know the challenges that most of diaspora people faces. Either some of them, they are here illegally, or it's because of travel constraints that stop them to go back home to register and vote. So through that program that we were running on Saturday, it was not only to encourage them to go back home and vote, it was to encourage them to speak to their fellow family members to vote wisely, because the problems that they are facing here affect them too much. Because at times, you know that if one does not go back home and register to vote, whatever decision that will be made in Zimbabwe, it can still come back and affect you, the one who's here in South Africa. So we're encouraging, not only encouraging them to go back home and to register and vote, but we're encouraging them that they must make sure that they influences their family members to vote wisely. Because we know that in our families, we got relatives, brothers.
Okay. Mukoma Twala vanenge vamborohwa nezveusiku but zvisinei vachadzoka zvavo. Hatidi kukanganwa. The viewers and listeners, you are welcome. Thank you very much for being part of this program. Continue giving us what you think on our YouTube channel. Continue giving your contributions there. Mukoma Jeffrey Gezan Daniel Maluleke. I'm hoping the same and equivalent tenacity will be directed against the instigator of human rights shrinkage upon the entire population of Zimbabwe. Thank you so much, Mukoma Jeffrey, and Mukoma believe Barara Murutenga hapinde hake Mukomana. That's our wish and that's our goal. And arakutopinda Mukomana and tukumpinza Mukomana come August. Tinenge ta State House nemukomana nyika inenge yadirwa sugar. Right. Champion Loveness, back to you.
Okay, thank you very much, DJ Pro. Ndine chinhu chandakafarira paprogram yeHilbrow branch. Vakatiitira something that we were not even expecting. Kwakauya an ANC member. Isusu kana takagara muno South Africa nokutambudzwa kunoitwa maZimbabweans, we actually think they don't like us, but there is something chakataurwa nakansela veANC vakainvitwa neHilbrow branch, vachitaura vachiti everything chinoitika kushungurudzwa kunoitwa maZimbabweans. It's not like they don't like us, but inyaya yekuti vanenge vachida kuti tiite shungu dzokugadzisa nyika yedu. So I'm going to ask Professor kuti mutiplayere that video, one of the videos of the ANC councillor vakataura mashoko akanaka ekukurudzira maZimbabweans, and I'm so glad kuti vakamentiona that the fact that they also love CCC. So can you please play that video, Pro?
Viva CCC, viva! Viva CCC, viva! Kushintsha Zimbabwe aruse! We demand kushintsha eZimbabwe! Sanibonani. njani? Kwaze kwamnandi ukuba nani bantu baseZimbabwe. Sikhuluma sixoxa sihleka. Kodwa kubalulekile ukuthi kumele sivote. I'm a ward councillor today because people voted ANC. Nani anenze kanjani? Let's go to Zimbabwe. Register to vote and vote for Triple C. Triple C. Sifuna i-Triple C eZimbabwe iphathe. Sifuna ukubona ushintsho eZimbabwe. Nathi sifuna ukuthi baseZimbabwe siyovakasha. Siphatheke kahle. Njengoba nani niphatheke kahle la eSouth Africa. Asilwi. Sifuna izinto zilunge. Zihambe ngendlela. Nathi la eSouth Africa savota salwa sashintsha saphuma ku-apartheid sangena kwi-democratic government. So nani eZimbabwe si-ANC siyanisapotha. Ngakho konke if kukhona enikufunayo enicabanga ukuthi singakhona ukukwenza nikusho sizozama. If kusemandleni ethu ezi-ANC vele sizokwenza. Kodwa-ke if it's beyond our powers, yilana nizobona ukuthi asikhonanga. But hayi ukuthi asifuni. Siyafuna ukuthi iZimbabwe ishintshe. Sifuna iZimbabwe ibe yizwe eli-right, eli-governable. Noma ngaze lidlula iSouth Africa, akunandaba ngithi ngizosiwelcome.
Mazwi makukutu, mazwi anofadza. So ndinonzwa kufara kuti I don't know how you came up with this idea, but this is a very good thing chamakaita organ makaita basa because isusu tinenge tine pfungwa dzokuti hatidiwi takavengwa, but still tazoona the reason why it, of course it's not good kuti tikwadzirwe vanhu vedu, it's not good kuti tiurayirwe vanhu vamwe vedu because of the way yazvinoitika nazvo, but the main thing ndeyekuti vanenge vaine shungu dzokuti isusu tiitewo shungu dzokunogadzisa nyika yedu, just like what the councillor was saying. Tisati tauya kwemuri organ, tokumbirwa katinzwe mayouth, timbodzokera kumayouth, tinzwe chairperson weyouth Joburg district kuti mashoko avo vaitaura kuti chii. DJ Pro
2023. 2023. 2023. Chamisa oye! Mayuthi oye! Makaita wani. My name is Praise Mahlanganise, youth chairperson Joburg district. Ndoda kutenda for this opportunity that I've been given. Nchida kutenda wa mayuthi angu alipano vauya ukuzosangana nevamwe. Now ndiyo mgoma ndiyo. We must go and vote. We must register to vote. We must protect our vote. Imagine in 2028 we will be late 30s or early 40s, and we have to deal with the ruthless of ZANU-PF. This is our chance. This is our opportunity to make a change for the next generations. Our future has been stolen, and we have to take it back. So let's go and vote. Vakaregister ngavanovhota. Stanga to save mari dzenyu now. Save your monies. Musazoti handina kunovhota because I don't have money. Vasina kunoregister tinokumbira munoregister munovhota. We need those numbers. Ndinotenda.
Youth. Kutaura kwamayouth kana tichitaura neyouth, inini ndichiri muyouth zvangu but ndakutobuda muyouth makore ari kutaura, but maziviro atinoita youth is the backbone yemusangano. Kana pasina youth we don't have the future. Kana pasina youth musangano haumiri. So ndafarira mashoko achairperson veJoburg district vemayouth nemashoko makukutu avataura. Amina, to Professor. No, the youth. vataura the voice of the youth.
Zvakakosha izvozvi kuti every time panenge pane maprogram, I would just want to thank the interim leadership here, Hilbrow branch, because it's very important whenever there is a program, we want to hear the voice of the youth. Because what is happening now, tanzwa nekuzorwa madhaka organ kunzi my youth are not participating in my programs. So if you see young people coming, especially the girl child being empowered, I heard she's Joburg interim chairperson, ndo akadengezera mayouth ese kuti handei nendima, and I like the vigor and the the zealous to say hande to register kuvota. And the point yapudisa apo kuti pana 2028 ndendisiri muyouth nenda kunochembera, tikangosiya zvakadaro this time tapera. So I'm very happy to hear young people saying this, and it motivates even other young people across the globe, Zimbabweans, even vasiri Zimbabweans, vanomotivateka, especially if you find a girl child having that, empowered ati watiti mfazi watiti mbokoto. So that's what we want, and we want young people to take charge. We want young women to take charge, and all the sphere of politics, in all the sphere of making decisions. So I'm very happy to hear that. Back to you, Loveness.
Thank you very much. Yes, I'm a little bit disappointed. Chairman Trust was trying to come in, but I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's this device, the device that is using. So tichienderera mberi, ivo vatariri vachangotibata tiri paprogram yakaitika musi weSaturday, the march yakaitwa neHilbrow branch, pavakamacha around Johannesburg, and then pazoitwa a mini rally tiri papark yekuHilbrow. So pakaitika zvinoshamisa, tikafara, pakabuda vanhu, pakauya vaenzi vanga varipo. I was just forgetting about the yellow man. Let's say the yellow man singing, DJ Pro. Vaimbi vari kuwanda mutriple C. Vaimbi vari kuwanda. So we've got Yellow Man, Mr. Yellow Man, vakauya vakatiimbira zvekare the song yekukurudzira vanhu kuti vavote, vakurudzira vanhu kuti vajoine Triple C and so on. Can you please play that video for us?
CCC, right. Lengo babonta abadisi abula msopita rana kiti ranjo. CCC nambele sport. Yellow nation, yellow people, yellow everything. Yes. State House 2023. Speto Chabisa. Yes. Asifuni bumbulu. Yes. Wajeni Chamisa. Yes, advocate Chamisa. State House 2023. Yes, asifuni bumbulu. Yes, asifuni bumbulu. Yellow nation. Yes. Secret. CCC. Right.
Ya kata song, but we'll play it later. We'll play it later. Regati tidzoke kwamuri champion Loveness.
Okay, regendi chiuya kuna organ laki ndo zita randokuremember yenaro, zita ramataura handidarikangano, but organ buffalo. Yes.
No, it's fine. It's okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, no. First and foremost, I would like to say thank you very much, guys. As Change Radio, you are doing an absolutely wonderful job. sometimes under very difficult circumstances, but you always strive to send the message to those that are far away. Thank you so much for also inviting us tonight here to come and elaborate more on the program that we had on Saturday. There is this narrative or this belief that people who are in diaspora, especially in South Africa, they are irresponsible, they don't do anything, they are just vanhu vemabhegi kutumira kumusha chete maflower nemashuga, but they don't participate in anything that has to do with the building of the nation. That is not true. It's not a fact. So as Hilbrow branch, we have, when Advocate Nelson Chamisa, our president, the day when he announced the formation or the birth of CCC, we all came on board with excitement, and because things that were happening before, allow me to start there, Prof and Loveness and the other leaders. We were moving back and forth before CCC. Things were not okay. And when CCC was initially unveiled by the president and the executive of our party, we sat down and said, the time has come. This is what we've been waiting for as the citizens of Zimbabwe. It has been long overdue because we have been playing on the courtyard of the enemy for a long time. Here we are now, we've got a home, we've got our own base, we've got our own weapons, which is us. We are the weapons, we are the bullets, we are the missiles. We are not carrying guns, we are not carrying anything as the citizens. Why do we believe that we are so strong? Because we are the citizens. When other people say, they are talking about us. They mean us. So if we decide that it must go this way, then it must go that way. Now, coming to the issue of the Hilbrow March, we had sat down as the executive of Hilbrow and we said, we once had a similar march on June 16, last year, 2022. I'm sure you guys covered it also. It was a success. And believe me, the branch grew. As we speak, we are sitting at about 600 people whom we have on our database. And about 50% of that number, maybe I must mention this exclusively, in our Hilbrow branch, the whole executive, those are registered voters. It's not just people who are coming on board and chanting and dancing and telling people to go and register to vote while they are not registered to vote. We are serious. We are parents. We are adults. We are grandparents. We can't come and play games. So what we are doing is say all members of the executive be registered. We start there. And we thank God we have seen that. And we must also thank branches like Jimiston. We must mention that. They have come up with an initiative whereby I think they've done that 3 or 4 times, whereby they've taken people from here in Johannesburg to go and register at Beitbridge. And people are paying over 600 Rand a person to do that. Those are the efforts that we want to be consistent with. Number one. Number two, as the citizens in Hilbrow, we have said, we can't, and as we know that there's an issue of umkwazo. Umkwazo is a very good exercise, so to speak, but it needs people that are consistent and disciplined. In everything that we do as Hilbrow branch, we believe that we must be consistent. We must repeat over and over and over and over. As you can see now, you alluded to that, Loveness, that you were surprised to see the ANC councillor. She was not the only one. We had invited Action SA. We will send you the letter. They couldn't come, but they wrote a very powerful letter in response to the invitation letter, where they said they acknowledge and appreciate the effort. We also invited EFF, and we had met with the EFF leaders on Saturday before the event. I was part of that delegation that met with the EFF leaders. Unfortunately, the Johannesburg branch EFF, they had a funeral, so they couldn't make it. We had invited DA. We had invited ZAPU, and ZAPU from Zimbabwe. As you know, that ZAPU is the stalwarts when it comes to the liberation. Unfortunately, the invitation seems like they got it late. Now, why am I mentioning all this? I'm trying to show the people that we are not just a bunch of bored people who do not know what they are doing. We know exactly what we are doing. The councillor that was speaking there, we attend meetings whenever there are problems as the citizens of Zimbabwe. Because there is this notion that people that live in South Africa, hakuna mapepa, everybody lives there, they are illegally, they are on what do they call these permits that are expiring? They are on ZEP, it's going to expire. That's not the truth. They are professional Zimbabweans that lives in South Africa. You're talking of lawyers, doctors, administrators, engineers, builders, boiler makers. We are here, but we don't want to be here. We want to go back home, but how do you go back to a ruin like Zimbabwe? Because this government of ZANU-PF under the leadership of Mugabe or Mnangagwa, you choose whom you think is better than the other, but they are all the same. If you think Mugabe was better than the one that is there now, you are fooling yourself. If you think this one is better than that one, you are just jumping from a frying pan to the fire. So what we are saying here is that there is no way Zimbabweans can go back without knowing exactly what they're going to do. First, let's take responsibility. Let's go home. Let's register to vote. The councillor that we brought on the other day, she was not the only one. And why? We have to explain that, because Varakashi have just got excited and they think they will peg the lies on that. We live with these people. We engage with them. Believe me, Prof and Loveness, don't be surprised when ANC loses election in Johannesburg in 2024. Why? Because they can't give service delivery properly. Why? Because of the added number of Zimbabweans, whether legally or illegally. That's a story for another day. The question is, the government of South Africa cannot afford to give proper service delivery due to the number of people in the constituency. Now, as CCC, we don't want to be part of the problem. Yes, we are still here. Yes, we've got families here. Our kids are attending school here. But what we are saying is that CCC is part of the solution, not the problem. That's why we had this mobilization, education, and also counseling, because they are Zimbabweans. When you sit with them down, you can see that they speak with anger. They will tell you, I don't want to do anything. I don't want anything to do nego voter in Zimbabwe, Daneta and all that. You have to sit down with that person, counsel them, encourage them, educate them. The question will be, do we see results? Definitely, we see results. And the good thing about it, you cannot go on the street of South Africa and just demonstrate. You have to work with the law enforcement agencies, JMPD, which is the Johannesburg Metro Police, and it's very strict. You have to go there, apply, they will give you a date to come back and do a presentation. And we went there, we represented, we spoke what CCC stands for. That's why you see they were doing that. South African Police Services, all police stations, there is Uvel, there is Hilbrow, there is Balfour, there is Park Central. We're working with all those police stations. No program of CCC is done without acknowledging and informing the law enforcement agencies. It can't be like that. But as I learned, let me mention this. Nelson Chamisa, Advocate Nelson Chamisa, aka Nero, in 2023, he is going to the State House. Why? Number one, we are registered. Number two, we are going to vote. And we are not going to go 2 days before or 3 days before they vote, the votes are conducted. Some of us are going 1 month or 3 weeks before, because we know there might be shenanigans played by ZANU-PF at the border to block us. Now, why do we believe that we can reach 6 million votes, comrades? Let's talk figures now. That's where we are as Hilbrow. We are saying, I'm a registered voter. My family, they are registered. If me and you, Loveness and Professor Day, we task ourselves to speak with our family members there back home, and you register 10 people, not 100, not 20, 10 people that you make sure they get registered. Prof does that, I do that, Mama Ellen does that, whoever on this one does that. How many people do we have? If the 4 million, because we already have 4 million voters for CCC, we have that. We are only left with 2 million. If we can make sure that this 4 million, we go for 5 people per person and encourage, support those people financially and otherwise, and make those people our program or our project until the day the results are announced, then we are winning, and we are winning big, as Advocate always says. Now, what is our next move? Our next move is that we have just finished a meeting this evening as a branch. We are going to involve other branches also. Our next move now is, we thank God that there was this the voter registration blitz. But now we have to think and plan ahead. Remember, most of the time, what kills us is what? Is that, one, we don't have proper polling agents as a party. In some areas, we have not been rigged. Let's be honest. We didn't have proper agents. We think about that as a party. You saw on the other day, we have already donated torches that will be used to guard our votes. And we are now working on, we want to raise, at least if we have failed, we want to raise 100,000. Remember, Joburg is twinned up with Mwenezi. Yes, we will support Mwenezi, but we also want to have impact and influence where in our constituencies where we come from. Right, let me scale down this. I'm from Matabeleland. If you go today and look at the voter registration, the number of the people that are there, Matabeleland has got a lesser number. And if you check the members of parliament right now, majority of ZANU-PF members are from in Matabeleland. Matabeleland, I think, has got only 2, if I'm not mistaken, members of parliament who are not of ZANU-PF. The rest of them in Matabeleland, the whole of Matabeleland, south and north, it is under ZANU-PF. As Hilbrow branch, together with Johannesburg, a greater Johannesburg district, we want to change that narrative. That's why we are so persistent with Hilbrow. 80% of the population in Hilbrow is from Matabeleland. Remember, guys, let's not just do things haphazardly, but we must be calculative and also realistic. That's why we want to dislodge ZANU-PF hands down in Matabeleland come 2023. And we are appealing to anyone who is listening. Remember, if we win and win overwhelmingly in Matabeleland, then we are done. So the issue is always we have to address the regions differently. Now, the issue of violence. Remember, there is always violence that is perpetuated by ZANU-PF directed to the people. As Hilbrow branch, together with our district and our province, we are devising a strategy whereby we, like for example, we have to have people that will work as rescue teams that we support with resources, fuel, because it's pointless to have a rescue team coming all the way from Bulawayo to go and rescue people in Masvingo. It doesn't make sense. We must have the rescue team in Masvingo, in Matabeleland, in Kezi, in Cholocho, in Lupane, in Mwenezi, in Beira, all those places. So as Hilbrow branch, we are raising money. Money is very important, champions. You cannot talk about a struggle and you don't want to commit with your money. Commit with your money. Guess what? As Hilbrow branch, we have an account which we opened. It has got 3 signatories on it. It has got the notifications come to another member, and we submit everything to the district. We are accountable to the district leadership. So every money that is deposited to that account is going definitely to the movement. Right now, what is our next move? We will announce as we go by, but we are raising money. We want, at least if we have failed, to raise 100,000. That 100,000 is going to go straight to Zimbabwe for fuel, to look after the polling agencies, to feed them, because ZANU-PF is robbing people with rotten maize and food. And you saw the other time when they were giving people bread and what is this? It's not even PEPs. I think let me not mention names. We will make our radio to be sued. But some, let's be honest. And they were bribing people. We don't want that. We want our polling agents to be fed proper food, to be clothed, to be given all the resources. We have started. That's what we are doing. And that's the message we are talking. Let me say this, my leaders. As a branch, we always say that. And myself, as the organizing secretary, I always say this, that if your branch is only known for sitting whenever the district has spoken or the province has spoken, then know that you are a useless branch. A branch must be seen and with results, not only complaints and only appearing when it's coming to what you call these things, when we are electing leaders, Congress. That's when you know, katikune branch knows the Hilbrow. Where were they, all these people? All branches, we need to stand up. Like I mentioned, you've got Jimistin, you've got Lenmo Jongwe, you've got, these are the branches that you will think we are in competition, but we are not. Why? Because we want Greater Johannesburg to be one of the best in terms of influencing back home. Thank you very much. I think I've said enough.
Yeah. Maseva chairperson tinonzi kuti language yekuti waseva kana uchinzi waseva kuti wapinda nemunemo chaimo. And I'm happy that there are a number of people. Hanzi Namkoma Nicholas Mtapa Mana, Hanzi beautiful message, interim organizer, convincing, mature, solid, and defeating misinformation from Varakashi. zvikanzi namukoma Tulani wangu achibvuma pane zvamataura vakabvuma vakati yes ndizvo chaizvo zvamuri kutaura izvozvo. Zvikanzi namukoma John Zivuku hanzi izvoni speech, great speech leadership, very articulative and encouraging, and we want to tell you mukoma kuti you said it nemo and vanhu vari kutaura kuti ZANU and ANC are the same. Izvo zvito zvatambotaura kuti ndokufunga kwedu, but chokwadi on the ground manzwa kansela ve-ANC vachitaura kuti we want people kuZimbabwe muite change, hatisuda kuti tisore tichirwa kuno kuti chinetsana. So I think there are two questions from me before I hand over to Champion Loveness interim organ.
You're welcome.
Ma-organs basa renyu nderekugadzira musangano, hanzi ndimana tete wemusangano kana pane zvikunetsa regarding this.
Yes.
I just want to give us your views with regards to the issue yandambobvunza mother Emily Love kuti issue mass structure. We know you are an interim organizer, and president at one time vakatombotaura kuti vanoti hatina mass structures, ingoenda kwaunofunga kuti uende ikoko unzwe kuti hakuna here munhu anokutaura kuti uda kunyoresa 777 ndiri panapa sasa. So that's the first thing I would to mukomene nezvayo. The second, the second one, the Burumango strategy. I know mataura kuti vanhu vari kunyengedzwa chipiwa zvakadai nezanu vachita sei. What is your take and what are you saying to the people of Zimbabwe? Kune vakateerera panapa nevari kunzwa nevachazonzwa, because we are recording this kuti vazonzwa pa YouTube pedu.
Thank you, Prof. Maita basa. Panyaya the structures. We know that ZANU-PF, to be specific, is the one that is pushing this agenda yekuti CCC haina structures, because it's not the people of Zimbabwe. Listen, there are people that do not know what when you say a structure, what are you talking about? They are used to what we call outdated politics. A politics of that one is this, that one is this, a politics of hierarchy, whereby whenever you want to destroy that organization, you just go to one or two members there, you give them a bag full of US dollars, and they start misbehaving. Kuita kwa Namonzora, and who's this one, Komich. Why we cannot blame Monzora and Komich. They did that taking advantage that they were recognized according to the structures that were there by then. That's why they were going to court with confidence. At some point, that's why they won. Why? Because they were recognized and acknowledged, and they were legitimate. But now, even if myself today, I woke up as an interim organizing secretary, I woke up and say, I want to take CCC to court. Who am I? So people should understand that we are doing a new politics, a politics that is citizens oriented. This has nothing to do with personalities, characters, and Zigaro Brigade. This is a party that wants to win and win big. And you cannot, if you look, there was a time when, let's go to Zambia. Zambia was undermined. Hakainde Hichilema was undermined, and everybody knew what's the difference between Edgar Lungu and Mnangagwa and Mugabe. There is no difference. But they won. And how did they win? Because they took the party to the people. That's what we are doing. And that's why we are so proud of the presidium of CCC, because they made sure that this thing evolves around the people. And so on that one, on those ones who are saying there are no structures, relax, karaipasi, my structures are repo. If you ask me now, that's why today I'm talking to you. you heard me mentioning Jimiston branch. If you ask me who's the organ in Jimiston branch, I can tell you. If you ask me who's the organ at Lenmo Jongo in Tembisa, I can tell you. If you ask me who's the organizing secretary, interim organizing secretary in Matopo Ward 4, Matopo South Ward 4, I can tell you. I was talking to him today. So why do we know that? Because the people know their leaders. Underline that. People know their leaders. And people are going to choose their leaders. So those who are having sleepless nights and headaches, those Sorrow and all that, because we are giving them hard time, it is because they are coming with sinister agendas. Anyone who is pure and genuine and wants change in Zimbabwe will never have a headache about structures. Structures for what? If you ask who is the interim president of CCC, everybody knows. Who's the interim organizing secretary of CCC? Everybody knows. Spokesperson, deputy. Asima structures. So my structures going to go. So people are just like trying to be. Let me tell you something, Prof and Loveness and the other leaders. People are sick. When I'm saying sick, I don't mean as in physically sick, but they don't know how to. You see, when water is coming right into your house, you don't know how to close. You take your clothes, they get soaked up. You take your pots, you can't close the water. Apinda mumbamako, mvura pinda. There is nothing you can do. That is what is happening. CCC is in and is in there. Then lastly, you spoke about Mango strategy. This is what we were also teaching people. That especially in those areas where we know that ZANU-PF is working together with the police and all that to intimidate, terrorize, and brutalize people. This is what you do. When they call their rally, go in numbers. Go in numbers. When they give you t-shirts, take those t-shirts, Fegaima t-shirts. Instead they go around and say, Panama t-shirts, stock buy. Take my t-shirts and wear. When they issue out cards, give them cards. Take those cards and let them write your names. Know one thing, champions, and teach your families, friends, and everybody back home or wherever you are. Nobody sees what you do in the ballot box. What is going to happen is that once we defeat them, they will not do anything. Let me tell people about something that I have noticed with ZANU-PF. These people, they are very scared. Very, very scared. Now, let's do this. Let's be like what President Chamisa has said. I have seen them. They call meetings and say people must come. They distribute t-shirts because that's all that they can provide. So for the 40 something years they've been in power, they can only give people t-shirts, rotten maize, rotten rice, only during the campaign season. Then after that, it's done. Now, let's do this. Let's go and take that rice, go and take that maize, go to attend there. Don't fight them. We are going to discipline them in the ballot box. Later, when they're counting, I heard Monzora hallucinating, saying, Monzora, Mnangagwa, Monzora, Mnangagwa. And I said, this one is daydreaming. You know, when you seeing that a defeat, when you are facing a defeat, especially in politics, you start hallucinating, you start having nightmares, you can't even sleep. That's what is happening to Monzora. But to answer your question, Prof, let's all be strategic as this one. When they call a meeting, go there. When you see that it's risky to fake a regalia CCC in your constituency, put it down. Attend meetings. We've got WhatsApp now. Talk on WhatsApp. Don't expose each other. Protect one another. Like in Hilbrow. Let me tell you about Hilbrow. You can't do anything here. They've tried to intimidate us. we had a big threat that towards this march, which was issued by another political, not even a political party, another pressure group from Matabeleland. That pressure group was saying the march is not going to go ahead. We said, bring it on, champs, we will see. But they never did it. Why? Because they know we are a formidable team. You touch one, you injure one, you have injured all. Are we going to fight you? No. We will sit you down. We will cancel you. If we see you are stubborn, especially here in South Africa, we open a case against you and you'll be arrested. So let's all take care and be one brother's keeper.
You know, yes. So we can arrive tomorrow. One of the things that I have learned as I was growing up, ndiri kubva zvematongerwo enyika ndezvekuti if you give ma-organizers mukana wekutaura munosvika mangwana.
True, eh?
I think you have articulated.
Vanenge mafundisa vapedzi kutaura vanongomira.
Vachingobva kuita organ vakutoita mufundisi. Go and ask the president himself. I'm sure. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, organ. I think vakuru vanoti anenzeve anzwa.
Thank you, my leader.
Kana ratokandwa shoko ratokandwa harivhikike, and you have said it, and you have said it clearly. And thank you so much. I don't want to forget our special people, our listeners, viewers and listeners who are viewing on YouTube channel, and our listeners on Change Radio Zimbabwe, as well as our listeners and viewers on Facebook page Redu. Thank you so much. Give us your views, comment, and tell us what you think. And also, don't forget, I'm seeing a number of people on our different channels now on YouTube and Facebook. Don't forget to encourage your sister, your brother, your cousin, whoever related to you, even your friend. Don't forget to encourage them to go and register to vote. This is the last time. Blitz iri kuitwa iko zvine zviri kupera musi wa22 ndo yokupedzisira kuvanhu varida kuvhota muna 2023. Usazoti ndinozoenda muna December, ndozoenda muna June. Ukanoregister muna June hauchakwanisi kuvhota muna 2023. Unenge wakumira vote yako muna 2028. So we are saying encourage them now to go and register to vote. And I know for those ones in South Africa, in Joburg, in Hilbrow, kuna organ vangwaitaurava, there are channels and platforms that they can help. You can help each other to be able to go and register to vote.
Yes, they are.
You can go and register for Bed Bridge, but when you're going to vote, when they're going to votera, Bed Bridge, I think it's like I said, pane my channels. Anokwanisa kuitika. I think Loveness will share that as we go. Okupai number dzekuti munokwanisa kubata ani kuti mubetserane kuti mukwanise kuenda kuno register kuvota. Thank you. I'm taking it back to you, Loveness.
Okay, thank you, DJ Pro. Because of our time, can we quickly play the video? Yeah, Chairman Mate, the interim chairperson for Joburg District, and then after that video, when a message after that video, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3 things. Then we play the last video. I think tinenge takuita wrap up because of our time. So, DJ Pro, can you please play for us that video, Chairman Mate?
Thank you very much, Kajiva, for having me this afternoon. My name is Mr. Sanjara Mate. We are here in Hilbrow this afternoon to conscientize our people to go and register as voters, and also travel back home and vote come July or August, so that we can vote for change. Voting for change is not necessarily voting for anything. We've got our candidate, our 22 candidate, National Prime Minister, who can bring change to Zimbabwe. What is it that we are planning to do with people after registration? After registration, people will be encouraged to mobilize in numbers so that they can go back home and what, because we've got quite a lot of people around South Africa that were actually being franchised by Zambia, and then they left the country unwillingly, that they are here in South Africa doing manual jobs. We've got engineers, we've got doctors doing funny jobs, but when Zimbabwe is truly liberated, those people are expected to go back home and vote and remove the junta government.
That was the interim chairperson for Joburg district, vaitaura about registering to vote, vachikurudzira maererano zvichiendana nematambudziko atiri kusangana nawo, all the problems that we are facing in South Africa or wherever we are, even in Zimbabwe. So let me just say this about registration. I'm going to put this number on the screen. Those who want to register to vote, those who are around Joburg, even those who are kure ne Joburg, but who can manage to come to Joburg, vobatana ne group richaenda kunoregister. We have got a group rikuenda kunoregister muse Friday. Zvambotaura na organ laki kunzi Jameson branch iri kuinitiate that program yekutakura vanhu vachienda kunovabatsira kuregister kuBedbridge. So those who want to go and register to vote can contact that number on the screen. Coming this Friday, there is a group who can register to vote. So please, those who haven't.
Yeah, so just tell them this is a South African number for those ones who.
Oh yes.
Yeah, this is a South African number for those ones who want to help someone who is in South Africa. If you are contacting that number, you need to contact using the +27 number instead, because there's someone who is in Australia but knows that is a relative in South Africa who needs to go and register, who needs some help, and then can contact that number. But for those ones in South Africa, you can use that straight number from 074 712 and 1073. Unobetsereka ipapo tobetserana kuenda kunoregister kuvota. That's what I wanted to say.
Thank you very much, DJ Pro. Before we wrap up, because of our time, just 2 minutes, 2 minutes, or just a minute to each and every one of us at the panel. Kuti ape mashoko ekupedzisira kuvadiwa vateereri vedu. Pane vamwe vachangotibata vasvika, bhazi rakutosvika. Tiri pachirongwa chatiri kutaura nezve program yakaitika kuHilbrow musi weSaturday. So muri pamwe chete, tiri pamwe chete na organ, pana Mamdlovu and some of the leaders pamwe chete na DJ Pro, Influence Loveness Gotora Kanjiva, wamunombonzwa vachiverenga nhau dzeshona nedzechirungu. Saka tiri kutaura nezve kuregister to vote. Everyone must register to vote. So ndichapa mukana kune each and every one of us kuti ape mashoko 1 or 2 kuvadiwa vateereri vedu tisati tavhara program yedu.
Okay, let me sign out quickly, Loveness, and say, champions, let's be ready. ZANU-PF is not going to make it easy for us. Whenever a thief is in the house or a snake is in the house, especially a deadly poisonous snake, you must not expect a walk in the park when you want to defeat that snake or to crush that snake. These people, they've stolen a lot, they've looted, they've killed, they've done all sorts of heinous crimes in our country. So we mustn't expect them to make it easy for us. Therefore, we must also understand that these people, they believe in voodooism, they believe in occultism. So we are not just fighting against flesh and blood. We are also fighting against the spiritual powers. As our president always say, let's not forget the prayers, but let's not just sit and pray. Let's pray and be active. Let's also make sure that we encourage our families. We sit down with them, we teach them, we counsel them, we encourage them, and make sure that when the time to go and register to vote comes, definitely we are winning and winning overwhelmingly. Thank you very much. May God bless you. Good night.
Thank you, Okan. Champion 2023. Ndakutonga kudai zainestera makanyora 1 or 2 words to the viewers and listeners before we close our program, please. Amenoti vari kuti nzo here tichivamirira.
No, yeah, she was on mute.
Yes,
I think she can.
Okay.
Yes, you
Okay,
can go ahead.
thank you so much, Change Radio, and thank you to the listeners. Last words that I want to say is let's keep on with the mango strategy. That if ever you feel threatened, wherever you are, and our daily mantra is 1+5 strategy. Please, let's keep on that. So if ever you can't go home and register to vote, wherever you are, try to raise funds and then at least transport 5 people to register to vote. And then thank you so much to every branch that attended the march. Thank you to the listeners. Thank you to every citizen. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you, Champion. Let me come to you, Mr. Twala. 1 or 2 words to the viewers and listeners. On to our Vadona. Champion Ellen.
Hello.
Oh, Varipo. Okay.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello. Oh, okay. My last words before we wrap up. I just want to say to every citizen here in South Africa and back home, time is now. Isona lesi sikhathi ndongoba yacho. There is no any other time that we are going to get to fix this problem that we have had for the last 42 or 43 years. So to every citizen, time is now. Isona lesi sikhathi ndongoba yacho. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chwala. Let me come to you, Ma'am and Lofu. Your last words to the viewers and listeners.
Mana ukwi yes,
Ngakhuluma manje.
yeah.
Okay. Ngiqale ngokubonga ukuzibongela nje kubalaleli nabo bonke nje abakade besinikeza ama comment la. Umyalezo wami ngiwusa kakhulu kubantu bakithi especially abasegoli abasesindebeleni ingakho ngikhuluma nje ngesintu kanje. Ngiyancenga uke wathi uorgan lapha ama MPs amaningi agcwele eParliament ngawasesindebeleni. And udubo olukhona esindebeleni asila ngitsho umgwaqo asilazibhedlela kodwa sinjalo silama MPs wonke egcwele engewezanu asilayo nje i-development esindebeleni. Asivoti ngamanga ukuthi kuthiwa bayawina labo bantu abawini. The rest of us abantu basesindebeleni sabaleka sezegoli uzathola ukuthi imizi yonke inabantu nje abahleli laphana ababheka ikhaya sesabutha labantwana bethu sabaletha eSouth Africa. Ngiyanxusa bafowethu ngiyalicela ubona besala le voters roll kanje bengafuni ibonakale bathi mayingeza ebantwini izaba yi-threat ku-state. Baqinisile ngoba uzomangala uthola ukuthi okhulu bethu labo malume labo baba bethu labo auntie labo sisi abafa kudala. They are the ones who are voting for those MPs for those ZANU-PF MPs who are in Matebeleland. Thina abantu esiphilayo asibalwa njengabantu ukuthiwa siyavota. Ngiyacela ngiyalincenga lonke ma Zimbabweans asambeni so register sibhalisele ukuvota sikhiphenini udubo lusekhaya. Mhlawumbe impilo singaphila kahle eMatebeleland sesihlupheke kakhulu bakithi akunamgwaqo akulalutho nje olufunctionayo ngenxa yokuthi asivoti. Lawo ma MPs ukuthi agcwele eParliament avotelwa yithi avotelwa ngama-ghost. Ngiyabonga nilale kahle.
Ngiyabonga mama. Okay.
Champion Mazi. We've got Champion Maziwa Sarah.
Okay.
Thank you very much. everyone, listeners, and everyone who is listening here. I say thank you very much, guys. And I encourage people, those who are registered to vote, they must go back home and vote so that we can take the president to the State House. So siyabancisa ukubana ababe serious bengayi register at the end beqede lapho bengayi vota and bephinde bewalinde amavoti wabo. Bengavoti bechiye bengalindanga amavoti wabo. Ngiyabonga lilale kahle.
Sure. Okay. So njenika uyu ndege angari mafaro kuva nemi vadiwa vateereri nevatariri vose muma channels ese akasiyana siyana ngave kufacebook kwedu payoutube pedu nekuredio kwedu. Tinokutendai nekuva nesu nekunzwa zviri kuita vakomana nevasikana vari paHilbrow apo, and I'm sure kuti zvichaspreada into the whole South Africa and go as South Africa province kuti tione kuti zvingatifambira sei. Patika nyaya iripo ndeyekuti handei tinoregister kuvhota, and not only kungoenda kunoregister kuvhota todzoka, kana kwakunovhotwa ngatidzokerei tinovhota. Tavhota togarira election kusvika tanzwa maresults. President vachienda kuState House, isusu takananga kuno kuzotora mabhegi kudzokera kuZimbabwe, taakudya rifa renyika and nyika inenge. Thank you so much.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, so ndisandabuda panapa,
God is in it.
I just want to play a video of President speaking to us. And then, yeah.
Last but not least, which is the last building, is the issue of making sure that we globalize our agenda. Within SADC, they must understand that Zimbabwe is on the cusp of change. The AU, the United Nations. More importantly, those who are in the diaspora, we are mobilizing. We want those in the diaspora to support and anchor this, and we want to thank them. They've done a good job. Look at the diaspora remittance, 1.7 billion. That's huge, up from almost 1 billion. They're doing a fantastic job. Thank you, our citizens in the diaspora. It's a pity that this government is trying to deny you the right to vote. But once we become a government, there's going to be a diaspora. Once we become a government, we are also going to make sure that voter registration is automatic and digital. There's no need for people to be forced to come and queue. It must be done digitally. But because we have a government that is archaic and analog, let us also be on that platform of analog. Let's be in the queues to register to vote and vote in our movement. I'm now appealing to Zimbabwe. Make sure that you are on the voter list. Register to vote. Don't say it doesn't count. It counts. That's why they are asking you. That's why they would want to beat you. Because they know that the vote counts. They know that the vote is so powerful. Their new bullet is the ballot. Their new gun is yourself. A citizen who is registered to vote. A registered citizen is an effective tool for nation building.